Good morning, children. I hope you enjoyed your vacations. And after vacations, today we have our first English class, and today we'll be starting with the chapter The Little Girl, which is written by Catherine Mansfield. So, children, today the chapter which we are going to see is The Little Girl. From the name only you can find out the little girl. Here this story is about a little girl named Kezia. Here we will see the relationship between this little girl and her parents. Children, when we are small, sometimes we do not understand the love and affection of our parents. We think they do not love us just because they are strict. But when we grow up, we understand the reason behind their strictness. It is the love and care. They are strict because they do not want us to do anything wrong. They are strict because they want us to succeed in life. Now, here in this story, this little girl, Kezia, she is afraid of her father. Understood? This story is about a little girl whose feelings for her father change from fear to understanding. And this case you will find in every home, in your home also. You find that when you were small, you were unable to understand your parents, their deeds. But when you grow up, you understand them. Now see, the text, I am reading it and then I'll explain it. To the little girl, he was a figure to be feared. To the little girl, here this little girl is Kezia. He was a figure to be feared. He refers to Kezia's father. So to Kezia, his father was a figure to be feared, means a person whom she was very afraid of, and she avoided her father. Every morning before going to work, he came into her room and gave her a casual kiss, to which she responded with "Goodbye, father." Now every morning before going to work, Kezia's father used to come to her room and gave her a casual kiss. Casual kiss, that means father loved her. Okay. And to which she responded and she said, "Goodbye, father." And oh, there was a glad sense of relief when she heard the noise of the carriage growing fainter and fainter down the long road. And oh, there was a sense of relief. Means she was relaxed, she was relieved when she heard the noise of the carriage. Carriage, it is a cart pulled by horses. This is in previous times, this was a mode of transportation. Now she was relieved when her father went away. Why? Because she was afraid of her father. In the evening, when he came home, he means Kezia's father. In the evening, when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. "Bring my tea into the drawing room. Hasn't the paper come yet? Mother, go and see if my paper's out there. And bring me my slippers." Now, in the evening, when Kezia's father came home, she used to stand near the staircase and heard his loud voice. And when he used to come home, he used to order, like asking for tea, asking whether the paper has come or not, and asking them to bring his slippers. You can say he was a strict kind of a person. And maybe that was the reason the little girl was afraid of him. Kezia, mother would call to her, If you are a good girl, you can come down and take off father's boots. Slowly, the girl would slip down the stairs, more slowly, still across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. Here, the mother would call her, Kezia. And if you are a good girl, come down and take off father's boots. Slowly, slowly, the little girl Kezia would slip down the stairs. Slip down here means come down quietly and unwillingly. She came down quietly and she was not willing to come down. Why? Because she was afraid of her father. Again, here these words shows that she was horrified. She was very afraid of her father. And then slowly she came down, and more slowly she across the hall, and then slowly she pushed open the drawing room door. Drawing room where her father was sitting. By that time he had his spectacles on and looked at her over them in a way that was terrifying to the little girl. Now father was sitting in the drawing room and he was wearing his spectacles, and just the way he looked at her, again the little girl was very frightened. It was very terrifying. She was afraid again. Well, Kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. And then, in a way, like you order someone, father again said to the little girl, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. And then asked her, have you been a good girl today? I don't know, father. Now she starts stammering. Why? Because she is so very afraid. She cannot speak normally. She says, I don't know, father. Okay. You don't know? If you stutter like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. And father, in an angry way, says that if you stammer like that, if you stutter like that, then your mother will have to take you to the doctor. Why does she say like that? I didn't know, father. Why? Yes, because she is afraid. She doesn't feel normal. When she sees her father, she is horrified and she is unable to speak properly. That is why she is just stammering and stuttering and saying, I don't know, father. Okay? She never stuttered with other people, had quite given it up, but only with father, because then she was trying so hard to say the words properly. Here it means that she never stuttered or staggered with other people. Normally she used to speak with other people. But when she came before her father, or when she spoke to her father, she started stuttering. Why? Because she was afraid of her father. And she tried very hard to say the words properly in front of her father. What's the matter? What are you looking so wretched about? Mother, I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Now the father getting angry and saying, what's the matter? And what are you looking so wretched about? Wretched means unhappy. Here Kezia is being asked by her father that why does she look so unhappy? And then father tells mother that I wish you taught this child not to appear on the brink of suicide. Here means the child always looked very unhappy, very sad. She had no excitement. She doesn't want to live. It seemed like that to her father. because just when she went in front of her father, she used to be very nervous, very unhappy. Is it clear? Now, father says, "Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully." Again, father orders Kezia to take his teacup back to the table, and that too very carefully. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth when he yawned. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. Now, this is what Kezia thought about her father. She thought that her father looked like a monster, like a giant, very huge, very big. And she felt that his hands, his neck, his mouth, all were very big, and that too especially when he yawned. Yawned is what? Yawn. When you feel sleepy, you yawn. So this is what she thought about her father, that he was like a giant, like a monster. On Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. So on Sunday afternoons, what did the grandmother do? She sent Kezia down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with her parents. Now Sundays, usually family members, they are free. Now grandmother, she wanted to have Kezia a proper bonding with her parents. So grandmother used to send her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with her parents. But when the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. But when the little girl used to go down, what did she find? She always used to find her mother busy reading. Her mother was always busy reading, and father stretching out on the sofa, sleeping soundly and snoring, and he used to cover his face with his handkerchief, and his feet was on one of the cushions. Okay? Snoring is a sound produced by some people while sleeping. She sat on a stool, gravely watched him until he woke and stretched, and asked the time, then looked at her. And she used to just sit quietly. Now here you can say that she used to feel neglected also, because the parents, they were busy in their own work. Here she used to feel ignored. She used to feel neglected. So she sat on a stool, gravely watching him until her father woke, and then stretched, like after you wake up you stretch your body, and then asked the time, and then looked at her, and she was just staring, looking continuously at her father. So what father used to say? Don't stare so, Kezia, you look like a little brown owl. Here the father, what he used to say, Kezia? That don't stare at me, don't look continuously towards me, you are looking like a little owl, little brown owl. Here father is comparing Kezia to a little brown owl. Okay. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. Now one day she was not well. She was suffering from cold. So she was kept inside the house only. She had to stay indoors. She has to stay in the house only. So her grandmother suggested that since you are at home, you can make a birthday gift for your father. And her father's birthday was next week. Her grandmother suggested that she can make a beautiful cushion And for that purpose, her grandmother gave her a beautiful piece of yellow silk and said, since you are at home, you can make your father's birthday gift, and you can make a beautiful cushion out of this yellow silk piece. Laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. Laboriously means with a lot of effort or difficulty, means she took lot of pain. And with a double cotton, this little girl Kezia, she stitched 3 sides. Why 3 sides? Because from the 4th side she will fill something inside it to make it fluffy, to make it like a cushion. But what to fill it with? Now again a question. Now she needs something to be put inside the cushion. That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden, and she wandered into mother's bedroom and looked for scraps. Now grandmother was there in the garden, so she could not ask her grandmother what she can put inside. So what did she do? She just went into her mother's bedroom to look for scraps. What is scraps? Scraps are small pieces of cloth or paper that are not needed. So she went inside her mother's bedroom to look for scraps. What is scraps? Scraps are small pieces of cloth or paper that are waste, that are not needed. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the 4th side. Now this little girl, she went into her mother's bedroom, and on the bed table, she found out many sheets of paper were kept. So what did she do? She took those papers, tore them into tiny pieces, and then put those tiny pieces into her cushion from the side which was opened, and then sewed it up with a needle and thread. Now her cushion was ready. Okay. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Hue and cry, angry protest, means there was shout, there was angerness, they were searching something. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Now Kezia's father, he had written a speech for the Port Authority, and now he could not find that speech. He could not find those papers on which he had written the speech. Rooms were searched. Servants questioned. All the rooms were searched, that where did that paper go? And all the servants were asked whether they had seen that paper. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some paper on a table in our room. And mother asked Kezia whether she had seen some papers on the table in their room. Oh yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. And Kezia very innocently, she said, oh yes, I found some papers, but I tore them up for my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Screamed means shouted very angrily. What? Come straight down to the dining room this instant. This instant means this very moment. Come straight down to the dining room. Now you understood which paper she tore? She tore her father's speech for the Port Authority. Unknowingly she did it. But mother was very angry and father was very angry.